Hello YouTube, it's your boy Mercury, and I'm happy to announce that I got my hands on a alpha key for the game For Honor. I had to do some asking around. I didn't get it myself. They were very limited on the keys. I managed to get one from a friend, so I was really happy about that. I've been playing this game for about 6 hours now, and I've been absolutely loving it. And if you do not know what For Honor is, it's pretty much a player versus versus AI tactical sword fighting game set in around the medieval ages. So when you start off the game, it'll ask you to join one of the 3 factions. You have the samurais, you have the knights, and you have the Vikings. And as far as I can tell, each faction doesn't have a big role on controlling the game. It might do something with the campaign or something, but right now in the alpha, it just changes on like what you can do with your emblem. So after you do that, you'll pretty much go into a tutorial, and it would show you how to fight. I mean, it doesn't break down very much like of what you can do, but it definitely gives you the basics on fighting. But what's really cool is that after you get out of the tutorial, you can always just go to how to play, and you can always just practice. They give you that option to practice as much as you want. When I started off this game, I was pretty bad. I went in here for about 20 minutes, and I definitely got pretty decent. But you'll get pretty much your fighting techniques from in-game fighting other players. Like, you'll get used to it. And also in the how to play, they have a video for each game mode you can play right now, and it pretty much breaks down like how to play and what to do. So when you go to play, there's 3 game modes you can choose from. You got duel, is you're just 1v1. You can either do a private match against a bot, or you can do a match against another player. The only thing is that you cannot go against a friend. You cannot invite a friend to fight them or anything, which kind of sucks, but it's an alpha, so I'm pretty sure they're going to add it, because it would be pretty disappointing to not be able to chop your friend's head off when they're talking trash. So that's duel, and then you got your brawl 2v2. This one is the same thing. You can choose player versus player or player versus AI, except you can invite a friend to be on your team. You and your friend can 2v2 other people across the world. It's very fun. I play that a lot. Then you have your Dominion. It's your 4v4. Again, you got player versus bot. You got player versus player. And you can invite 3 other friends with you, or you can just hop into a random match with other people. And if there isn't players to find, it will just fill it with a bot, like 1 or 2 bots. And the thing about Dominion, you got 3 points. You got A, B, and C on the map, and your job is to pretty much control as many points as you can. And the meter goes up to 1,000. And the only thing is that on B in the middle, you have waves of soldiers from each side. You have the attackers and you have the defenders, and those little soldiers, they're pretty much just AI, like mobs, and they're trying to compete over that B area. And your job is, in order to control B, you have to kill the enemy soldiers and get your soldiers across that zone. It's a very fun game mode. It's very tactical. I could definitely see this game, it definitely has the potential to be like an esports game, or having a whole bunch of tournaments around this game. I absolutely love it. Let's see. You got your social. It pretty much just shows your friend list. It shows the group that you're in. You have the group options, which I can't access yet because it's an alpha. Then it shows your connection type. Then if you go to your profile, it pretty much breaks down your stats of like your entire performance. You can change your emblem up, and it even shows the faction. You got your overall KDA, your time played, and your win-loss. It doesn't show how many wins you have, or your how many wins you have in a row, which kind of sucks because I would really like to know that. Then on the bottom left, you got your reputation score. Now, in order to earn that, I got that from reaching level 20 on one of my characters and pretty much prestiging him. So he started off again at level 1. You can see him to the right there. He's reputation 1, but he's level 5. So he's like leveling up again. And there's certain benefits from doing that, which I'll show you in a second. So we're gonna go to heroes. Let's see here. Okay, so you got your heroes. There's 6 heroes in the alpha. You got 2 for each faction. You got the Warden, you got the Conqueror. The Conqueror uses a flail and shield. The Warden uses a claymore. The Raider, he's got the big old axe, and he really specializes in grabbing and throws. You got the Berserker, he's fast, he's kind of hard to use, but he has the 2 axes and he can pretty much chain together his attacks like really quickly into a lot of combos. You got Kinsai, he's pretty strategic, he's heavy. He has some guard breaks, but he mostly does like sidestepping and attacks from range. Then you got my favorite character, which is Orochi. He mostly specializes in deflecting and guarding and, you know, dodging. He's like really fast. You got to be agile with him. Now the thing I was talking about, as you can see, each character has a level, but then as Orochi, he has the reputation score on him, the 1 that I prestiged him. And after you prestige, you get 3 loadouts that you can choose from. And then you can change the loadouts. I mean, it's just, you know, pretty much like a, well, yeah, you can pretty much set the equipment and the abilities for each loadout differently. So when you choose a character, you can customize that character. I choose loadout 1. And first thing first, you can change their appearance. You got different outfits that you can use if you wanted to. Then you got the traits. You can choose male or female. You got the skin color. And then you can change the color of your armor. And the materials. To get the materials, you have to earn the renown, that reputation rank, in order to change it. It just pretty much changes the material on your armor right there. And I guess it just pretty much shows other players that you've reached that ranking. You can change the symbols and the patterns and the engravings on your armor. It's not very much. I mean, they have other options that aren't available yet. I mean, you have the little reputation symbol to the bottom left. I don't know what it's for quite yet, which kind of sucks. Then they also have equipment. You can earn equipment after each game mode that you play. After you complete a game, your person will pretty much scavenge the battlefield. It doesn't automatically, so you don't actually go in there and scavenge, but you'll find like armor and stuff, and each armor has a different bonus on it. For example, the guard has like stamina bonuses, and then you have the hilt, which has like revenge bonuses, and I'll go into revenge a little later. And with each piece of armor, you can improve the stats, or you can destroy it for experience. I wouldn't advise destroying it because, I mean, that 22 experience isn't a lot in this game. It's pretty much like 5% of like your total, like the percentage you need to level. You can improve the stats, and to improve the stats, you have to pretty much break down another piece of armor. For example, this one. And at the bottom right, it shows you the how much it'll level up that piece of armor. Let's see. So you got your armor, then you have your abilities. Each character has different abilities, and as you level up, you can unlock even more abilities. You have your executions. I know they're gonna have more. It kind of sucks. I mean, I really want to see the other ones. This game is really fun. And they also have emotes, like you can taunt your enemy and stuff. Let's see. You can scavenge gear. When you get gold, you can buy different gear, but you can't choose the gear. The most you can do is choose like what random gear you want for armor or weapons. Or if you go to premium, you have a choice of getting 5 completely random gears, but you also get 1 guaranteed high quality one. What's really cool about this game is that they added a how to fight section for each character. Each character has their own movesets and hero modifiers, different combos, you know, different styles. And the basic video, pretty much, it's across the board video of how to play. I mean, it pretty much it applies to all the heroes in the game, but the advanced video is specifically for that hero. Or like Orochi's advanced video is totally different from Kinsai's advanced video. So as you fight, as you know, like it's when you're playing 4v4 or 2v2, there's a good chance that, you know, another player is gonna hop on you when you're fighting another player. So it's gonna be 2v1. I mean, the situation's gonna happen. A lot of people, you know, just feel like, you know, completely dominating their opponent. I mean, I play 1v1. I don't like jumping in to another player's fight and just, you know, interfering. But if that ever happens to you, there's this meter called the revenge meter, and as the more people that you're fighting against at the same time, the faster that meter goes up. So like, if you just live for a few seconds and block those people's attacks, you can press Y when that revenge meter is full, and you'll pretty much go into like this kind of super mode. You'll be stronger. Your grabs throw people on the floor, and your deflects also like throw people on the floor, which is really cool. It gives you a chance, you know, to fight 2 people at a time if you're ever in that dangerous situation. Or you can always just dodge roll and get out of it and get to another player. So that's pretty much all I've got about the alpha. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys later.
Stand